Microtransactions are a bitch. You're gonna get put on trial for being a witch. But then you make a deal with the devil and become a lich. And now you're gonna go over and make somebody your bitch. Yo, this is the tale of Rasputin. Rasputin got a Putin. Yeah.
I thought you were gonna say this is the tale of too much wrestling. And then I realized, well, what everyone should realize is WWE Battlegrounds was made by the people that made that NBA. It wasn't Hang Time, but it was the NBA revision that we played like a year or two ago. And there were microtransactions, and like the problem is we played the original, I think, and then we played the sequel. And the problem with the sequel of that game is no one can do 3-pointers. In this game, everyone seems to be balanced. I mean, I've played like 5 to 10 of the characters. I haven't played it. I played it a few times, but I was playing mostly the campaign. I think there's like over 60 characters now. They've added like at least 2 or 3 like 5-player drops, I think it is, or maybe 3-player drops. So there's quite a few. I feel like the main criticism I have of this game is, yes, it's definitely an arcade brawler. It's not really intended, like the 1-player mode, I think you can finish in like 3 hours. So it's not intended for you to really be playing the 1-player mode for long.
Yeah, you have to basically. But
that's how you unlock the cash the most, I think, and the fastest if you want to unlock all the characters. And you retain who you unlock, but like your progress doesn't get saved, because I had this installed on a different computer, and wow, I lost like 1/3 of the progress of the 1-player mode. What's cool is this really is like a good grappler. You can play with your kids. I don't know, I feel like it's not super in-depth, but there are like reversals and other things, but I feel like it's less detailed than like the classic games I love and played, like WCW versus NWO World Tour or WCW Revenge.
Yeah,
those are sort of like the golden years, I feel like.
Yeah, I feel like they're trying to recapture that.
I feel like they're trying to recapture that, but like at the same time they're also trying to be like, okay, we know what's going to attract like the hardcore crowd. Let's make it like cartoonish so, you know, parents will buy it for their kids. Because it feels like kid edginess.
And for what it's worth, it actually plays pretty well. Like,
it is good. Like it came out for like, the thing is, it came out for like $60 or $80, which is like, okay, that's your one gift, kid. You're not getting anything else because it's
we got
so
COVID.
Go COVID. That's what I feel, and like it got like panned because of lack of depth.
Possible glitches.
Lack of characters. Too. Yeah.
Not as bad as the other WWE game.
Yeah, I feel like this is a game like if you're playing with your buds and you're just having a night in, especially under COVID, you know, it's great. But like online, it's cool that you can cross-play. I just feel like it's one of those games that it's going to get tired because like a lot of the wrestlers, like they all pretty much play the same. They can all have like each other's moves, I think you can like switch the moves around between the players. Yeah, I think that's what I heard.
Like you could probably like look at their stats.
So like there's not so much unique each character, I think. So it's kind of a shame because it's an arcade brawler. They tried to like
give everyone what they want.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, it's not like as complex as say the ones by THQ or.
Yeah, that's what I feel like the ones that came like 20 years ago now.
Where you can like create your own characters with their own movesets and
it's cool,
everything.
You can create your own like backgrounds and like.
Yeah, well, you could do that in like later WWE games.
Yeah, yeah.
They're basically just like having baby steps, but the problem is that they're not taking huge strides.
My biggest complaint really. Like, it's awesome there's multiplayer. There's no sound effects from, like, the actual wrestlers. Like, they're all generic, like, grunts and, like, slams, which is cool. Like, the special effects and everything is awesome. My biggest criticism is they're trying to please, as you said, like, everyone. So there's, like, a few wrestlers from, like, 20 years ago.
There's a few wrestlers now.
Yeah,
but that's standard.
That's
standard. I'm talking about, like, trying to please everyone as in, like, you have to appease the fan base who love the old wrestling games.
That's the problem, I think, with this game. Like, they were trying to please everyone, but at the same time, like, you have a few of your favorites, but I feel like they could have like come out with, like, I think it would have been better if they came out with like DLC, like, okay, you want like 20 characters from the 80s.
Yeah, but
Okay.
instead they have this weird sort of system
Free
where you
DLC
can
system.
you could microtransaction your way.
Well,
to
yeah,
buy
they have
people.
that, but like, obviously it costs money to have the license to have that Roddy Piper, and
Yeah, I mean,
that's what I'm saying. Like, I think if it would be far more affordable if, you know, in this case, I think DLC would make more sense. That's not free, because then you would have like a larger library of characters. That's what I'm saying.
yeah, no. What I'm saying too is like, yeah, the approach they're going with is. Where you basically have to like buy coins in game. You
Yeah.
can't earn the coins in game though. Like
Yeah, that's the thing, but it's a
But-
lot of grinding. That's
yeah,
the thing.
and like and they
intentionally.
always do that. They always they and you basically buy like $80. This game was $80. This is
Yeah,
like
that's
this
that's
is the
why
shit
it's
I was
like,
talking
it
about.
should be a $20-$30 game, and
What-
like, I like it, but like, for the amount I paid for the deluxe, like
Yeah.
60 or 80, like, it's
Yeah.
like, what the heck, bitch?
Roll back to when we were reviewing Fall Guys.
Roll back.
And this is basically the shit I was talking about when I was saying, like, no, Fall Guys, like, at least with Fall Guys, you don't buy crowns. In this, you buy
You buy your coins.
you buy premium.
Yeah, that I think I hate both systems this season, and also microtransactions at the wazoo. I'd rather just buy like the DLC outright, and it's like $10. Sure, you know, sure. Don't have to spend 10 years, and that way, like, the coins are nice, but like, yeah. I'd give it like a, you know, I don't think it's horrible. I think it's entertaining, especially when you first start. It's like, wow, it's loud, it's like exciting, but I feel like it's sort of, it doesn't have like that extra bit of like, you know, voice acting, and because there's so many characters, like, that's almost impossible. So I can see why they didn't do it. So that's why I feel like it's more only like a 7.5. Like, it's exciting at first, but like, it sort of becomes like such a grind fest, just like the NBA game that they made before this.
Fun fact.
So
Fun-
just like the same.
Fun fact. Did you know that with the money you can buy for microtransaction, chances are you could probably buy a more superior version of WWE for cheap. But okay.
On sale for $20.
Okay, enough of the hot takes about the microtransaction system. Removing that, this game is pretty solid. This game gets your feet wet. This is definitely a good WWE game for people who are interested in WWE but aren't willing to commit to all the big fancy mechanics and all that. I do have a concern with how
Or the glitchy games that came out in the last 2-3 years.
yeah, I do have a concern with how the online thing is going, but
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure they have an idea.
There's
of-
support though. That's great. When
There
they
is-
do more than one system.
Yeah,
I'm really
cross-play.
surprised, because we tried with Fall Guys, and like, no one wanted to do 1v1. Was that Fall Guys? I think so.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Not 1v1.
Yeah.
You're talking about something else then.
Oh, maybe not.
Yeah. I give it an 8. I give this game an 8.
Yeah, I think, you know, now that they've added more characters, it's a little bit better, but I still think for the price, like, it should be a $30 game, maybe $25.
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like with Fall
That's what
Guys. Fall Guys is like $25. This
Yeah.
should be $25,
Exactly.
not 80. Like,
Okay.
that is, like, I'm giving you an 8. Like, you're lucky I'm giving you an 8 instead of a 6, a 5, or even a 4. You're lucky. You're lucky I like this game enough to give you an 8.
Because it's shiny, and you like the shiny wrestlers and the pecs.
Keep on wrestling.
Keep on shining.